It's the Ulster Cup from Windsor Park. The men from Seaview take on the men from the seaside. Included in tonight's programme, soccer's version of the Poseidon Adventure, each team trying to turn the other one over.
Well, you have to be confident. There's no point not going into a match feeling you're going to win. So yes, they are. But nevertheless, Crusaders deserve respect and we will give them respect.
No demands made tonight. Just go out and enjoy it. It's a cup final. The pressure's off. There isn't any pressure. You've got there, and that's the main thing. If you can go out and express yourself on the evening by relaxing and putting in a good display, that's all I can ask for.
To Kenny, and McCaffrey's made a good run here. Good skill too, and McCallan's in the box. His double. And ironically, it was European congestion that held back our main feature until tonight. Big Ron's UEFA Challenge comes up shortly, but first it's the Ulster Cup final. Bangor against Crusaders, and here's how the teams line out. The good news for Bangor is that John O'Connor is fit, and that Ricky McAvoy, so successful as a sub against Larne on Saturday, starts tonight. Bangor, who are becoming the Irish League's recognised Cup Kings, have not lost a knockout match since last December. That was in the County Antrim Shield, so that's 15 successive Cup games without defeat. Well, Glenn Hunter spent 2 unproductive seasons at Windsor, but now he returns as Crusaders' top scorer. But in general, Crusaders have had a frustrating time of late, playing consistently good football and winning matches, but failing to lift any trophies despite having a team of proven ability. They have the cogs, and tonight might be the night when they click. Crusaders' last trophy was the County Antrim Shield of the 91-92 season, but the cupboard has been bare since then. They want a little glory at Windsor Park tonight. Already a lost ball, so a rather staccato, stuttering start here. And Norman Cowie is actually a substitute referee this evening. Frank McDonald suffered a calf strain. And David McCallan is caught offside. And good work by the Crusaders' defence. McCallan has scored 11 goals this season. So it's Robbie Lawler with the free kick, who's replaced Barry Hunter in the centre of that Crusaders' defence. He's moved to Wrexham, as you probably know. And in goes Stephen Brown, but he's beaten. No problems, though, for Dalton. And a problem for Bangor in defence. Stephen Brown, and he's a very important player in this Bangor back four. An early injury for him. Ankle, I think. Yep. Just with a minute gone, Bangor have to warm up their 2 substitutes. And this is not in the tactical plan as orchestrated by Nigel Best. Roy Walker was manager of this Crusaders side when they lost to Bangor in the 1991 Ulster Cup final. You want to make sure that doesn't happen again, obviously. Rather disappointing crowd for this Ulster Cup final. And as the camera withdraws, you can see exactly what I mean. More red seats than people, I think. Stephen Brown recovers, but I think he's struggling a wee bit. 28-year-old Bangor goalkeeper with a lot of experience, Tim Dalton. Johnny McGee and David McCallum currently playing a twin-pronged strike force for Bangor. It's Conor McCaffrey with the throw-in for Bangor. Mark Kenny, just to the right of your picture there, he was signed from Liverpool. Attempt to replace the almost irreplaceable Paul Byrne, and this is good work almost from Bangor. McCallum trying to release McCaffrey, and everybody thought it was a throw-in to Bangor, except the man in black. That, by the way, is Harry Kenny, who's the brother of Mark, a spy in each other's camp. John O'Connor, Stephen Livingstone. Gives it to Cash. It's hard to recognise this season. He's had his hair cut short. Now here's Burrows, who's such a superb player and really makes this Crusaders side tick in midfield and in wide positions. Mark Glendenning, the scorer of so many important goals for Bangor, the fullback, with the throw-in. Up goes Cash. Misses, gets another crack at it. Here comes O'Connor. And it's a little bit tight in midfield. Martin Murray. Now he's got a man right. Livingston didn't get a chance to use him because he was brought down, and that's a free kick. Mark Kenny just being spoken to, the Southerner. Taken quickly by Crusaders. Harry Kenny, the brother. That should be Dalton's ball, and well taken by the goalkeeper. McGee, and this time McCallum stays onside. Now Dunlop's a very good player in those situations, and easily has the measure there of McCallum, Bangor's top scorer last season. Dornan turns inside Rod Collins, but an aimless ball. So a nervous opening from both sides. No pattern as yet developing, except that Bangor have been reluctant to use the flank so far. Collins beaten by Brown. Good header from him. But it's Cash who looks for Glenn Hunter. Now there's three men in the penalty area here. Collins and Gardner. And that will be a corner kick. Sid Burrows trying to curl that left-footed cross in. Gardner in the near post with goal poacher extraordinaire Glenn Hunter, and Robbie Lawler is his arm in the air. In towards Hunter. Dalton gets the punch. Here's Livingston. And it wasn't a bad effort at all, and well worth it, because he wasn't closed down. Settling well into this Crusaders side this season, Stephen Livingston. Burrows' corner, Dunlop was up there as well in the penalty area, and he had signal for it. But Livingston controlled it neatly, and no one closed him down quickly enough. And Dalton probably would have had it covered. Didn't he strike it well? Glenn Hunter with the throw in. Michael Cash in for Livingston again. And he was trying to chest it in the direction of Glenn Hunter, but he's recovered it. Now it's Kenny. Plenty of Crusaders players forward. Good run this by Kenny. And O'Connor, well, Crusaders might have had a cry for obstruction there, but they didn't claim, and Murray knocks it back to Lawler. Now Dalton underneath it does well. Dalton's been around, Republic of Ireland youth cap, and with Derry, as I mentioned, quite a while. Up goes McGee. Brown, and onside Bangor. Mark Kenny putting the pressure on his brother. Throw into Bangor. It's not too hard to see what Bangor are trying to do in attack here. They're using Johnny McGee as the flick-on man, if you like, for the runner, which is David McCallum. Now they try the flank. Sid Burrows covers well. And that's good football out of defence by Crusaders. And Hunter looking for Roddy Collins behind him. But Reggie Dornan wise. Collins, now Brown, and well played by Kenny with Gardner in close attendance. Hill, and that's short, and here's Burrows, and well played by Glendenning. He was put in trouble by his fellow defender. It's Raymond Hill with Reg Dornan and Stephen Brown. Defensive line for Bangor. Kenny, now O'Connor. Just needs someone to settle things down in midfield a bit, and a mistake at the back again, and here's McGee. Johnny McGee, and that's Bangor's first real chance of the match. But it certainly isn't Crusaders' first defensive mistake. Now, should Johnny McGee have run on a bit further here? Well, perhaps it was the right idea to shoot from there. Now Murray for Crusaders. To Cash. Sid Burrows taken up a position in the inside left channel, and Cash has gone on a run down the outside. He's taken a defender with him. In for Glenn Hunter, and Livingston, and mistakes in both defences early on. Livingston, and away by Hill. He's had a good start to this match. And in the end, it comes in low, and there's not much point having your central defender come up from the back. And the corner comes in like that. Mark Kenny at the near post. Murray. And again, Bangor can't get it away first time. McAvoy. Man away wide's Glendenning. And you expect the player of McAvoy's class to pick him out. Now moving forward is McGee. And McCallum unmarked. Well, the Johnny McGee header and the McCallum shot, and that's what Bangor look as if they're shaping to do in this first half. They're starting to win a few balls in the air. In fact, it was Glenn Dunlop who got his head to it, but McGee had put him under pressure, and that was the important thing. Harry Kenny with the throw. Haven't had too many passes to feet in this first half. Roddy Collins looking for Murray. And good work from Johnny McGee. Now McCallum, and McAvoy is absolutely free here. Has he the pace and the skill? Well covered by Glenn Dunlop. Support from Kenny. And a poor shot, but it was hard to hit that in the stride because he was coming in at some pace. Bangor always have a vociferous support, and the size of that support has grown with Bangor's success. Simply the best, they say. Well, not in the league this season, but still in the cups. McCaffrey for McCallum, and the runner again is Mark Kenny, and good work from him. Has he got a left foot? We'll find out in a moment. I would have done if he hadn't been closed down by Dunlop once more. Livingston, poor control from him in a dangerous position. But Martin Murray comes away and finds Jim Gardner. Murray, Rod Collins screaming for it, and it's towards Collins, and it's going to drop for Cash. And the deflection could have easily turned that past Dalton from the fullback, steaming up from the back. Glenn Dunlop, there he is, arm in the air in the penalty area. Can Murray find him this time? And that's a good looking corner, and problems there. What a goal kick. And here was that earlier incident when Michael Cash came in, and what a good strike it was. Unfortunately, a Bangor jersey was blocking it. Well, Sid Burrows whipped in an excellent corner here. And it was Roddy Collins who got that touch. Now Johnny McGee and Lawler in attendance, and here's a chance. And it was Glendenning up from the back. And here's McAvoy, and trying to shape himself for the shot. Good skill from McAvoy. And he was bound to lose out eventually because he was surrounded. McCallan, was he pushed by the lot? No, Livingston clears. Brown loses out to Collins, now O'Connor. And that's Murray, and good work from Murray. And here's Burrows, pulled away to his left is Glenn Hunter. And now he's cut through the middle. Murray, Burrows, Hunter! What a beautifully worked goal by Crusaders that was. And it wasn't easy, I can tell you. Bangor 0, Crusaders 1. Glenn Hunter scores his 12th goal of the season. And it was a precise and an intricate move by the Crews. Murray kept his head, Burrows a good run, and the defence was pulled, and Hunter finished sweetly. Well, just watch Sid Burrows here, and he saw Martin Murray in attendance, and it was timed exquisitely and tucked into the corner. Good finish. Well, the question now is, can Crusaders win their first trophy since that County Antrim Shield win? And Stephen Brown, and I think Stephen Brown isn't going to last too much longer in this match. And if you watch him run, well, he stopped running there. Even the grimace on his face, he's struggling with that ankle, there's no question about it. You can see it there as he tries to turn. And I expect Crusaders now to play with some zeal and confidence after that goal. Plenty of zeal and confidence there from Sid Burrows. 32 minutes gone. Crusaders leading Bangor by 1-0. Substitutes warming up below me. Colin Woods, it looks like. Sid Burrows, Collins, good work, but in fact he's lost the ball to O'Connor. McGee, good work by Kenny, but he's only knocked it into the path of McCallan. McAvoy, who has been known to score the odd spectacular goal. Actually a mixture of good play and mistakes. Looked good from Kenny initially. In fact, he'd given it away. And McCallan used the supporting player well. It's a good goal kick to Burrows. Now Michael Cash, not for the first time in the half, up from defence. McAvoy marking, and Cash has plenty of players to aim for. Gardner, and Hunter scrambling to get on the end of it. Jim Gardner, the 33-year-old, who's been the leading scorer for the last couple of seasons, getting his first chance of the match. All ends up was McAvoy from the work by Cash. And Crusaders, a lot of players in the box. Collins off McAvoy and back to Stephen Brown. Oh, and Stephen Brown is not a well man from the ankles down. And it's a free kick against Martin Murray. In the meantime, so with just 2 minutes to go to the break, could be Bangor's last chance to score. And there's Stephen Brown, and he was nowhere near the ball when he collapsed there, and a sure sign that that ankle is given up. It happened in the first minute. In fact, he did pretty well to get this far. But still the chance of a miracle recovery. The magic sponge will no doubt be extricated from the bottom of the bag. Colin McCurdy, the assistant to Nigel Best here. And he knows there's only a minute and a half to go to half-time. And they'd like to get Stephen Brown into the sanctuary of the dressing room for treatment. Great courage for Brown. Not only is he going to battle on, but he's also going to make his way to the edge of the box for a crack at the goal. This would be quite a turn-up if he could score here. Kenny, and Stephen Brown is the man it was aimed at. And all those Bangor players have stayed in the penalty area. Good work by O'Connor and by McAvoy, and Glendenning was at the near post. McAvoy for Dornan. Dunlop. Nice skill in defence by Glenn Dunlop. And sportsmanship from O'Connor. Warmly appreciated by both sets of fans. Feet. Hopefully from a Crusaders point of view he'll run that off, and Crusaders knock it back into Bangor territory, as is the procedure these days. 50 seconds of injury time played at the end of the first half. Cash for Rod Collins, who does well to get there, and Sid Burrows was steaming up from the left side of midfield. Now Murray. Now, a second goal for Crusaders here would do just nicely. Gardner, Livingston, Collins, they're all in the penalty box. Sid Burrows over the ball with Murray, and now Glenn Dunlop has joined them, and in towards Dunlop. Brown, Livingston with the snapshot. David McCallan in a chase with Harry Kenny, and he's on his own, joined now by McAvoy. Wee bit of support there too from Kenny, and confusion, and now here's Harry Kenny. Glenn Hunter, Burrows joins him, and there's two players free in the penalty box if Crusaders can get it into the box quickly enough. No, not possible. 2 minutes of injury time played. McAvoy. No support left, but the ball to play was that one to McCallan, and here comes McGee. In goes Lawler, and well played by him. Crusaders defence getting to grips with Bangor in this first half now, as it approaches a close. Two and a half minutes of injury time played, and that's it. The end of the first half, says Norman Cowie. And Crusaders lead by 1-0. And Glenn Hunter left Linfield under something of a cloud, but he obviously still enjoys playing here. He scored the only goal that came after 29 minutes. Join us for the second half in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to the second half, and there's one of the two substitutes on. Derek Carroll has replaced Glenn Hunter, who we believe is receiving stitches to his instep. I'll give you the other change in just a moment. And a mistake by Lawler, and O'Connor in for McCallan. And Lawler a chance to make up for that, but well, he's done it, hasn't he, in the end. Here's Burrows. Livingstone. Good run by Burrows. Inside right position. Carroll already settling into midfield. Livingston. well to hold on to it. And here's Burrows to Carroll. Now Murray. And Burrows not quick enough to get there. Now Derek Carroll, who's seen quite a bit of the ball at the start of the second half. Now Roddy Collins for Crusaders. McAvoy well in. Now Carroll. What a good ball that was for Michael Cash. Good work from him. In for Gardner. And this is good work at the start of the second half by Crusaders. Now Burrows. Gardner now in the penalty area. And away by Dornan. That's Jim Gardner. Throw into Crusaders. Crusaders have made a pretty urgent start to the second period. Cash in for Livingston. Steve Livingston had a good chance in the first half, now a reasonable one in the second. Well done by Colin Woods. He's the substitute. He's on for Stephen Brown, who suffered that ankle damage in the first half. And now Livingston and Collins offside. Have to have a look here to see how Bangor will rebuild that defence. Looks like Reggie Dornan has dropped back to join Ray Hill in the centre, with Glendenning and McCaffrey still the fullbacks. Livingston to Dunlop. That's dropping on the edge of the box. Cash. O'Connor. Put away by Cash. And Reggie Dornan lets it run. Reggie Dornan has played quite a lot of his career in the in various defences. Second spell with Bangor for Reggie Dornan, and that's Mark Glendenning. Let's hope for a better second half than first. The ball spent an awful lot of time in the air, and the only time either side looked effective was whenever they kept it on the ground, and that's what led to Crusaders' goal. Collins away by Dornan. Murray. Cash. 3 Bangor defenders, 1 Crusaders attacker. Goal kick though. In by Dunlop, unfairly, says Cowie, and a free kick to Bangor. Bangor will need to try something different in this second half. Didn't often look like breaking down the Crusaders' defence. They've got 3 players though on the edge of the box this time. Goes towards McGee, and a little bit of pushing and shoving in the box. Then goes Kenny. Now it's McAvoy. Never afraid to have a crack with a volley from the edge of the box. And in that area, one of Bangor's most potent players. Again, it wasn't the best of clearances, and what a lovely touch that was by Mark Kenny, which should be appreciated. I think he scored a goal from that range against Nicosia, spectacular one. Kenny, that's not a good ball. Now Murray and Collins, the touch, and it's worked via a Bangor foot. Colin Woods. Kenny. Lawler. Wasn't so good, and the dummies put Livingston in here. Sid Burrows in the edge of the box with a wee bit of space, and a good ball out to Derek Carroll. John O'Connor back from midfield. Kenny. McAvoy. A wee bit more football in this second half. Here's Livingston, Crusaders players trying hard to stay onside. Glendenning coming in with a crunching tackle, but now here's Cash. Collins and Gardner in the penalty area, and Cash might go on his own here. Good run, good shot, and well done by Dalton. Well, Michael Cash, he looked up, he saw the two players at the far side of the penalty area. Then he thought, well, why not take him on myself? And for a second, Dalton was close to being beaten at the near post. And Bangor now put on Michael Surgeon. And they're bringing off Mark Kenny, which is an interesting substitution. Michael Surgeon, who was signed from Portadown. Mark Kenny from Liverpool. Nigel Clough lookalike, I always think, but departs the scene. Ken Lobb misses it for the first time in a while, and David McCallum takes a dig in the face. And with Bangor having just put on their second substitute, this would not be a good time to lose another player. Nigel Best might just be thinking the same thing. But he never looks happy, does it? Even when he's happy, he doesn't look happy. Well, it is a problem for David McCallum, because that's a pretty serious gash. And he will have to get that attended to stop the flow of blood. So Bangor will be reduced to 10 men, and he's a very important man, the leading scorer. Well, the Bangor fans sympathetic and now trying to get behind their side as they must. McAvoy, and out comes McKeown. Now Cash, and here's Gardner is on. Offside, offside. Offside. Gardner thought he was on. He knew he was off. Dalton with the free kick. Johnny McGee, the only height now that Bangor have up front, so I wonder will they still play the ball in through the air. Not that McCallum's that tall either, but Surgeon's definitely short. Now McAvoy into Surgeon. Dunlop, never afraid to use a bit of muscle. And McAvoy using a bit of skill but losing out to Sid Burrows. Bangor with 10 men might be stretched. He was onside that time, Gardner. Now here's O'Connor. Just had to hold it up for a second. And Lawler has settled pretty well into that central role in the absence of Barry Hunter, who has left for Wrexham. McKeown forward. Gardner in for Collins. Just a little flick off the back of the heel, and Livingston would have been in there. Didn't happen for the Cruise. Well done by Cash. Throw in. It's a wee bit more like a cup final in this second half. There's McCallum just to the right, receiving treatment. Burrows. A wee bit close to the touchline, actually, if someone comes skidding off the turf. Now it's Carroll. Spun well for Kenny, and two players offside. But if Bangor aren't careful, they're going to be caught in that situation sooner or later. Hill in for McGee. He got a touch that time. Now Surgeon. Bangor attack again through O'Connor. McGee. Good touch for McCaffrey. Surgeon flag up. Offside. Tight enough decision. Collins. Good news for Bangor is that McCallum's back on the field. We'll have a look at him in a moment. As Dornan brings it away. Now O'Connor. McAvoy. McCaffrey to his left, through the middle is McCallum, the returning McCallum. Burrows. And now it's Glendenning. Michael Cash with the throw to Gardner. Now Hill. So often that lobbed ball forward from Bangor, which really hasn't threatened to cut through this Crusaders defence. Dornan, goalkeeper, must play it. Plays a pretty good ball actually out to Raymond Hill. Now Surgeon making a bit of a run. Again, it's lax effect. O'Connor, McGee and McAvoy, and Lawler handles it, and Cowie doesn't see it. Cash, Hill, and that's not a good touch. It's let Burrows in, and here's Livingston. Colin Woods wins it back. Now Kenny, the two Crusaders players have stayed forward, but now here's Carroll, and Livingston was at least 3 yards offside. And Livingston is going to be booked for kicking the ball away unnecessarily. I think if Norman Cowie had been refereeing England against Holland, Coleman might have been sent off. That's McCallan. They've managed to stop the flow of blood. The Bangor cuts man's been in evidence. The Bangor crowd very subdued as they see their side slipping away towards defeat. It's hard to see where they're going to get a goal from, and they're not the best at the moment. McGee, tackled by Kenny. Now Dornan. Now can Bangor build a worthwhile attack? Hill. Another bad ball, and now Crusaders a chance to break through. Sid Burrows takes on Hill, and good work from Burrows. 3 Crusaders players in the box. Martin Murray looks for Gardner, and his first touch, well, it wasn't good. And that's not a good ball either out of defence, because here's Kenny for Crusaders. Collins, Livingston, Carroll, Sid Burrows. Can he create a bit of magic with Murray, as they did in the first half, to score the goal? And they get a corner out of it off Reg Dornan. Jim Gardner, the near post. Robbie Collins rubbing the base of his spine there, number 9. And Glenn Dunlop on the edge of the penalty area. Sid Burrows with the corner, and he's normally an excellent taker of dead balls, but not that time. The booked Robbie Lawler. Caffrey, and that's a bad ball. Murray. Collins, the single Crusaders man in the box. It goes in to Collins, and Murray! Goal kick. Michael Cash runs back towards the left-back slot. Glenn Hunter he's got the suit on now. He's changed, was shard, cleaned. And now a spectator. And Surgeon beats Cash, and a chance for Bangor. Kevin McComb gets it. Wasn't the ball that Surgeon wanted to play back into the box, because the Bangor shirts were streaming in from midfield. Rob Cash well, though, but I think Cash actually just did enough to upset him. Burrows. Oh, good work from Burrows. Nice skill. Beat Glendenning, then he was caught late. Play on, says the referee, and here's Dunlop into Carroll, who's got a lot of room in midfield. And offside, but you can see it coming a mile away. Jim Gardner was one of 2 players, I think, caught. Hill, Caffrey. Into Dornan. Glendenning to his right. 3 players edge of the box. Can Dornan play a good ball this time? Into Surgeon, and now McCallan, and away by Lawler on a corner to Bangor. with 14 minutes to go. It's only their second corner of the match. Crusaders pack the defence. Johnny McGee goes towards the near post, where you can normally find him at corners. Plenty of blue and yellow shirts forward, and the goalkeeper McKeown gets it only as far as Woods. And Woods hits it like an 8-iron. That was McAvoy with the corner. Wasn't the best punch McKeown's ever made. And Woods tried to chip him, but, well, too high as you can see. Ray Hill with a free kick. McCallum running across the edge of the penalty area, and up goes McGee. But the presence of Dunlop was enough. Cash for Jim Gardner. Well, he's not that slow, is he, Jim Gardner? Can it be two? And the touch from Dalton. It's a corner. Well, where did Jim Gardner get the pace from at 33? He really did extremely well there to get past Ray Hill. But watch Dalton's hand, just the flick. Fifth corner of the match, to Crusaders. The lob on the edge of the box. There he is, Martin Murray, in towards Collins, and good claim by Dalton. Well, Bangor need inspiration now, and that's where they need to get it from, because they're not getting it on the pitch. Crawford McRae will come on now for Rod Collins. Number 9 goes off. Big Roddy has worked pretty hard tonight. And the fresh legs on for the last 10 minutes or so. Lawler, and into Livingston. Hill clears it. Murray, and the Crusaders players this time, it's actually stayed onside. But here's O'Connor for McAvoy. McCallum to the right. Can he equalise? Oh, well covered by the goalkeeper. And McKeown came out so quickly there. But Bangor have not looked like scoring at all in this second half. A real opportunity there, but he didn't get the connection he wanted, McCallum. But do give the goalkeeper credit here. The Crusaders' defence pulled apart. Well done, the Scotsman. The Crusaders faithful in good voice. Probably to take the Ulster Cup back to the Shore Road in about 6 minutes' time. In comes McAvoy. Lawler and Carroll getting a wee bit confused. Now McGee. McAvoy for McCaffrey. Johnny McGee, edge of the box with Surgeon, McCallum and Woods. McAvoy looks for Woods. In comes Glendenning and Surgeon. Glendenning, and Murray gets it away, and O'Connor not his best attempt at a volley. He's done better than that, I'm sure. Caffrey keeps it in. Dornan through the middle for McCallum. Burrows. Just about a minute to go. Throw into Bangor. McGee makes his way into the penalty area. Now drops short for Glendenning. Another throw to Bangor. Getting close to what must be Bangor's last chance. If they can create one, of course. McGee gets the flick this time. And in comes O'Connor. And a good challenge at the right moment from Derek Carroll. Now Lawler relieves the pressure. And the Crusaders' support enjoyed that. The lack of control from Bangor. 20 seconds of normal time remaining. Now Martin Murray for Dalton, who's bound to try and restart quickly here. 45 minutes played into injury time. Dornan. And that's Surgeon in for McGee and McAvoy. And Glendenning, who's done it before in cup finals at important stages. And now McRae. A lot of Bangor players around him. And McRae does well. And here's Sid Burrows. And Derek Carroll was absolutely free there as Bangor threw everything into attack. And that's it. Dalton in possession. Sid Burrows, the Crusaders captain, is absolutely delighted. Well, Crusaders have promised so much in the last season and a bit. And Roy Walker at last has a trophy for the Seaview cabinet, receiving congratulations from Bangor. Well, they were second in the league last season on goal difference. They didn't win a trophy, and this season they've managed to do it. The Ulster Cup is theirs. Great celebrations down the Shore Road. The final score, Bangor 0, Crusaders 1. Join us in a couple of minutes for reaction. Welcome back to Windsor Park, where the Crusaders manager Roy Walker is standing but a pace away from me, and I'm sure pretty delighted after that. Did you think it was a good match?
I don't think it was a great football spectacle, but for us it was a good result, and that's what matters.
Were you pleased with the way the side played? Because Bangor didn't seem to cause you that many problems at the back.
I think Bangor played 5 at the back, and it took us a while to adjust to that. But it wasn't a game where there were a lot of chances, a lot of goal-mouth action. But fittingly, in a game such as that, it took a really good goal to win it. Nice build-up and a clinical finish from 1G Hunter.
Now tell me about Crusaders, because last season you played well, you finished second in the league, you know, a few good successes, a few good cup runs, but no trophies. Now you've won one. What does it mean?
It means we've won one trophy, and we look forward to winning the next one, wherever that might come. But it gives the players a lot of confidence, and you know, we've been always sort of the dark horses for many competitions, and people have said, well, what's Crusaders are the dark horses? Well, last year we were very consistent. I mean, we led the league for 2/3 of the season, and we were joint first when it finished. So, you know, we've strung together a lot of consistent results week in and week out, and fair play to the players, because that's what makes a difference, football players.
You have a small but fairly committed support. Now, it must mean a lot to them, because week in, week out, they stand on the terraces and driving rain and cold. Now they've won a trophy.
Well, I hope it means a lot to them. It means a lot to the players to give them a trophy to shout about. And now they're achievers like the players themselves. So we're delighted for the fans, because they do in a hardcore follow us most places.
Well, Crusaders played in Europe this season. Aston Villa playing tonight in the UEFA Cup second round first leg against Deportivo La Coruña. They've had a pretty good run of late. They've beaten Barcelona and Real Madrid. So it was determined Spanish eyes Aston Villa were looking into. Now, Francis Drake, he successfully attacked La Coruña for the TNT Gold Cup. But tonight, very much Crusaders night. Bye-bye. And Big Derek on the far side, they're a fine player, as you can see there. Now, Derek, what does that mean?
Answers, please, to
national language. Lit.
Just shut it, okay, Chris? Thanks. Go forward. Don't want to alarm you, but there have been boat hijackings.
I see.
Yeah, they grabbed the boat and used it for drugs and they killed all the people. I saw it on cable.